are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. That'll be taken in the end zone. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that's caught inside the 30. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat, and even 50 yards. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a pass that's taken in by Smith-Schuster, and he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. First carry for James Conner. And his first carry, he loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. A big seam, and he might go all the way. The 20, 10, and he gets into the end zone. Touchdown, Houston. Backbreaker, that'll drive the coach, the offensive coordinator, just crazy. You get it all the way down there in the red zone, can't capitalize. Instead, they go the other way on the fumble return for a touchdown.
How about the aggressiveness of the defense, though? They're not about to just fall on a fumble, are they? Scoop and score is their motto, and they just did it.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. On 1st and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Moncrief brings it in. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. A gain of 10, good for a Steeler first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Jadeveon Clowney there on the stop.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run it and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or also just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Hey, over.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. Well, the 2 men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their own 11. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. Despite some fast footwork, he's still wrangled down shy of the 15. A gain of 3, 2nd down. The last run got 3, now here's 2nd and 7. On 2nd down, a run with Breida. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Although his reputation as a speedy runner precedes him, it's always fun to watch him work.
It is eye-opening, isn't it? Because when you see him get the ball and just go, In addition to that speed, it helps out his blockers. They don't have to hold blocks for long because he's just going to speed right past them.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first 2 drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
Pittsburgh getting 16 yards there and also a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And he's got his man, the tight end, McDonald. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A good pickup there, 21 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. On 1st and 10 is counter. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
All right, now, 230, Jack 16. Easy. Hey, high 7. Check 3.
On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 22-yard line. Roethlisberger now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. On first down, it's Samuels. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. Bradley Roby there defensively.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So 3 drives now for this offense, and that field goal gives them their first 3 points.
So if you're an offensive coordinator and you're averaging a point a drive, you're in the wrong line of work, aren't you? You got to find a way to unlock the key to these defenses and put some big points on the board.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious? And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going down. Cameron Hayward able to record his 5th sack of the season. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. They go counter with Breida. Daquan Jones in on the tackle there.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep right sideline. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
Mike 5-9, Mike 5-9. Target. Quarter. Check 49.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. It's a Pittsburgh first down, a gain of 13. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On the carry, it's Samuels. And he's finally taken down, and it's a big gain there on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. Steeler football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, here's Roethlisberger on first down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Hey, exit.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Roethlisberger. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Ryan Switzer, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers have taken the lead. Chris Boswell now for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions. Oh, now Breida loses it. And it's picked up by the Steelers. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line. So the defense there opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Another dangerous throw there, partner. I mean, he's already thrown 2 interceptions here in the first half. I don't know if you want to keep throwing up 50-50 balls when you've had that kind of lack of success.
Yeah, absolutely. Very well could have been a 3rd interception in half number 1.
Ryan Switzer on the return. The Steelers take over
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. That one into the hands of his tailback, Samuels. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down.
230. 44. I'm here. Check 59. Right. Hey, 2. 59. Black and turn.
Roethlisberger will throw. And it's brought in by Washington. And he is going to get the first down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first. They'll run on first down. It's Connor, and the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 12, Roethlisberger, open man, completes it to Smith-Schuster. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now it's Roethlisberger. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Roethlisberger coming up with a 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. Now Roethlisberger getting this one into the hands of Smith-Schuster. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Ben leaves to counter on the draw. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations at 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Right back to Connor here on 1st. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. And on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Roethlisberger. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 yards there. First down. They'll run with Samuels. And he's in. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Jalen Samuels, his first touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. A nice burst there as they'll get about 7 that time on the first down run. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up the touchdown.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Watson. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. Thomas, the intended target. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
At the 35-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
Got a spin.
Check it out, Reed. 25.
General West.
On 2nd down, Connor looking for space. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now it's Roethlisberger. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. And that hits the right upright and caroms away. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So plenty of leg, but it's the accuracy there that lets him down.
Yeah, he hit it really well. I think this might have been good from 55. But you'll see it just conk off that upright. And they're denied a chance at 3 points.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down. Now a first down throw. Watson flushed out right. That's complete to his running back, Grant. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. From the gun, here's Watson. Being chased out, and a big loss here as he's taken down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Watson now to throw. Buying time to his left. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And this is going to be incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. Roethlisberger now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Ryan Switzer, the one he was looking for, but it's going to be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. Oh, he can't hang on. That was a dream chance for any D lineman to possibly get a pick, but instead it falls down incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger, throw left side, complete to Smith-Schuster. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
Like 80. Alert. 7-7.
Sponge.
Hey, Charlie.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. Juju Smith-Schuster in the final seconds of the first half. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. Able to slither by. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Steelers out in front. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. So time for the second half as the Steelers have the lead, and they will also be receiving the football here to start the third quarter. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made. Oh, now Breida loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Steps away to his left. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
19.
On first down, Grant. And some space here. A huge play there for Houston. 51 yards on the ground. Trailing here in the third, and that run might just be the spark that this offense needs.
And don't you just get the sense that he's going around not just in the huddle, but looking over at the bench and saying, ball, give me the ball. Let me carry this thing home.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down. Second and goal from inside the 5. Back to throw, Watson. He'll buy some time right to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Now we got third and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3. They isolate Hopkins on the left side. Gotta figure this is one they need here on third and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. He may try and run for this. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's fourth. He'd had some success as a runner previously on this drive, just not as much space there that time.
Yeah, this time when he pulled it down, they were ready for him, so I think he's going to have to fling a few in order to open up that running lane again.
So it's an old-school extra point that counts 3 times. So it's certainly a disappointment they weren't able to get it in the end zone.
Yeah, I can just imagine post-game, head coach looking at the box score, 19-yard field goal, grimacing a little bit, but having to realize that at that moment, getting 3 points was vital. Go ahead and get the points, put them on the board.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They had that first half lead, but they have been shut down here in this third quarter, so time to retool a bit.
And probably need to tap into that emotional vein that gets them back to really playing hard and effectively. Because a lot of times we think it's just play calls and this isn't working and they're shutting them down. Sometimes when you get a lead, you lose your edge. You don't play quite as hard. That's what they're looking for here.
Try to get that edge back as they watch this lead shrink a little. From the 29, Roethlisberger complete to Washington. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. They'll run on first down. Connor try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. To throw here, Roethlisberger. He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Hey, alert, 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 alert!
On first down, it's Connor, and he'll slice his way down to the 30 with a pickup of 7.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They stay on the ground. Here's Connor again. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They'll run on first down. Samuels. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now Roethlisberger to throw. And yes, complete to the tight end McDonald. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation...
And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
On 3rd down, Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
J.J. Watt makes another tackle there, and it's for a minimal gain. And let's face it, if that's all you're going to get running the ball, you're not going to have much success against him and his team.
Or, yeah, you better find a way to go around J.J. Watt, which isn't easy to do.
It's really not, because you got to try everything. Can you go around him? Can you go by him? Can you influence him to get him out of position so maybe you can wall him off? He's a really sharp, intelligent player, as well as a physical specimen.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Here's Connor. And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. A nice run there, 8 yards, moves him much closer to the goal line now for 3rd down. They'll try to run it. This is Connor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. James Conner, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point?
The kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post.
The big fella. Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Thomas, 82 yards. And the Texans get a bit closer. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you got it going, and you also think, at any moment, I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore.
Black 20. Middle. Corner. Go. 55. Right here. Mike, King.
From the gun on third down, it's Roethlisberger. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Raekwon McMillan drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up fourth down. Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One-play drive, long pass. Maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time.
Pressure from his right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. Oh, and after the sack, he's still down on the field. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Throwing after the interception, Montgomery. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He finds Hopkins complete. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a third and a couple remaining. Operating from the gun. Montgomery got an open man. It's Ratley. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Looking to throw. Montgomery. He's letting this. It's caught inside the 25. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. Now, no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Stephon Tuitt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Back to throw. Montgomery. It's complete to Fuller. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A nice pickup there, 19 yards. And they're set up better for 3rd. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Stephon Tuitt, the former Notre Dame man. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 1st down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Matt Breida. His first touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead.
I can't help it, partner. I love backs who have a lot of burst.
Yeah, they ran the toss play. By the way, sometimes you'll hear toss and pitch used interchangeably, but that was the toss.
Well, for me, a toss, quarterback takes the snap, turns around, tosses it to the tailback. Yeah, like an egg underhand rule with 2 hands. And a pitch, usually like you're running an option-type play, and you pitch it out there to the trailing back.
Goes end over end like a field goal.
Yeah, where you turn it over, make sure that thumb turns down, and the ball flips end over end slowly and delicately to your running back.
Now a hit and a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion.
Bravo.
From the gun, Montgomery. And this is caught. They got it. And that could be an important 2 points. It gets them back within a field goal. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. A little less than 4 minutes remaining, and the margin for error is small with this slim lead. Operate within your 4-minute offense here, Charles?
Definitely. Remember, the 4-minute offense doesn't always correspond to what's up on the clock. What they need to do is play a little bit of keep away right now. Run the clock down. Make sure their opponent doesn't get the ball back. Their dream scenario, get enough first downs and make them eat up their timeouts so the game ends when you're kneeling down with the football.
On 1st down, Connor. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Hey, team 6.
From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. And it's complete. He gets this one to Washington. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. James Washington, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Montgomery. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Right, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. No chance at all. Way easier said than done.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Again, he'll drop to throw. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Well, that'll get him to 1st down as they get 9 yards out of that quick slant. On 1st and 10, Montgomery. That'll be complete to Breida. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. 2nd and 4. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. It's been a problem, just 1 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Montgomery. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less, we have to be able to convert. And I guess every team would say that, Charles, but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point. And they liked some matchups that they had, thought they could exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, that's one part of the equation. Puts them back within 1 score, but I'd be surprised if we don't see an onside kick coming up.
Yeah, I think you're probably right, partner. They've still got the 2 timeouts. But without that 3rd one, they can bleed a lot more clock on you. So how confident are you that the defense can hold them deep? I think you're exactly right. I'd line up and play for the onside kick here.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And this one now not quite over yet. Still 2 timeouts remaining defensively. And, boy, having that 3rd timeout would have really helped here.
Yeah, another example of why coaches really stress saving your timeouts for when you absolutely have to have them. They go over this all the time. Here's one of those situations.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They go jet sweep. Washington with it. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 11. On 3rd down, it's Conner. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. When this offense gathers to watch the tape, they're going to like a lot of what they saw. They put up big numbers, but they might fast forward through that last play.
Oh, there won't be any fast forwarding, partner. I've sat in those sessions before. You end up spending more time on the bad plays than you do on the good ones. It's just the nature of coaches. But I know sitting in that room, when you've had a big game, the night that they've had, you don't want to hear that. You just want to focus on the good stuff.
So out of bounds on the punt, and the spot will be, the side judge says, right at the 35-yard line here. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Incomplete. Intended for Kiki QT. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
Intended for Will Fuller. Incomplete.
Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. On 4th down, Montgomery. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this Steeler defense able to come up with a stop. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Steelers, they're on a nice early roll.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
STRO, I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winning side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great colored coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze. Freeze. Stop you in your tracks. There's not no preseason. We seeking W's like Tupac used to throw up. Forget it, might as well forfeit. Your team shouldn't even show up. What you wanna be when you grow up? They used to ask me. Naturally, I chose an athlete. Competition never match me. We ain't go together like camouflage and polka dots. Focus on your position, just know your spot. Sure, don't stop. It's a long season. They planning on winning for the wrong reasons. Trying to get my number retired. Can't let these frauds beat us. I figured out the recipe. Never let opponents get the best of me. I'm focused on my legacy.
I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard. On the job, you can see that. On my hit is real good. We don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah. Beats, leave it in the street. Case on the news.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Hey, foreign cars, foreign seats with the foreign leather. Foreign number, put the card in the ATM in the sad era. Yeah, flex mode, this ain't Southwest, this is jet. I ain't gotta shut the cell off, cause the iPhone don't got a jet mode. Bad need pesto. If you wanna come, let's go. We ain't going nowhere special. I just wanna see Modesto. Hit your thought, I'ma catch those. Mexican, I make pesos. Hit your sus, I'll replace those. Number save, no name though. We need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet points to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number.
Yeah, wrist man, check the wrist man, got him hot. Ay, man can't ball like this, man. Lord, past the pig skin when he stretch a distance. I'm talking a few 100,000 yards, you just on your 5th grand. Run it up, count it up. Ay, 100s and 50s and 20s, no 5s and no singles, don't count on them. Ay, she want it like me cause her lame, she can't count on him. She try to be nosy and hit on my ex, she like, girl, you can count on him.
Hey, we need more, tell them we need more. Putting numbers on the board, let them keep a score. Hey, 16 cars in my front yard. Hey, 30 on my wrist, bullet point to God.
Big numbers, 100-minute bag, that's a big number. Big numbers, whole team counted, that's a big number. Big numbers.